Hey everyone, welcome back to The Explainer. So today, we're doing something really cool. We are following the Prairie Transmission Loop, which is this incredibly dynamic reading tour for the groundbreaking book Between Spirit and Silicon. We're tracking the route all the way from Winnipeg out to the Parkland and back through the western provinces, and along the way, we're unpacking a really fascinating intersection. We're looking at how ancient indigenous traditions aren't just, merely surviving in the modern world, they are actively coding our digital future.
Okay, let's dive into this. Picture traditional sweetgrass, right? But it's beautifully braided together with this glowing neon blue fiber optic cable. It's a striking visual, and it perfectly captures the core duality we're exploring today, spirit and silicon. For the longest time, there's been this assumption that indigenous culture and modern tech are somehow at odds, or that adopting technology automatically equals a loss of tradition. But as we're going to see along this tour, indigenous digital warriors are proving the exact opposite.
So let's tune the dial and look at our roadmap for today. We'll start with the thin crossing, then meet the digital warrior. After that, we'll compare broadcasting versus narrowcasting, dig into the actual building of Sandy Bay Radio, and wrap things up with claiming digital sovereignty.
All right, kicking things off with Section 1, the thin crossing.
Christopher Dean Spence brings up this really fascinating philosophical concept he calls the thin crossing. It's basically this precarious, honestly almost sacred intersection where old stories crash right into new machines. It is the exact point where ancestral memory merges with computer code. Think of it as a deliberate pattern stitched together through wires and signals, blending the physical rhythm of a drumbeat with the raw data streams of the internet. It gives us the vocabulary to realize that, a network server or a radio transmitter isn't some alien object. It's just a contemporary extension of the storytelling tradition. Spence describes this space as, quote, a place where ancestors whisper into fiber optic cables. Just let that sink in for a second. It's so evocative. And what's absolutely crucial to understand here is that for Spence and a lot of indigenous media artists, this is not just a clever metaphor, it's a deeply held belief. The idea is that technology itself can literally carry sacred prayers, that the smoke signals and the moccasin telegraph of the past have simply been transposed into the airwaves and the modems we use today. Moving on to Section 2, the digital warrior.
Now, Christopher Spence's personal journey, it is wildly surprising. Back in the 1990s, he was living what he jokingly called the poor man's jet-set lifestyle. He spent 8 seasons traveling all over North America as the lead caller for a traveling carnival called the Bingo Dogs. They literally operated out of a converted 1930s bumper car tent that they loved to call the only traveling Indian reservation. But then he completely pivots. He trades the bingo microphone for broadcast towers to start reclaiming indigenous airwaves. By 1998, he's on a downtown Toronto rooftop helping